Okay guys, so we're going to do a little bit of a project here. So we're going to go into our Playgrounds app. We're going to look at See All, where you're going to go down to Challenges, and we are going to grab this Augmented Reality. And once it loads up, we're going to go into it. And what this is it's going to help you kind of create and play around with Augmented Reality on the iPad. So first thing you're going to do is just run the code, find a flat surface, kind of play around with the model and see how it works, and then you're going to meet me on the next page. Okay, so the idea here is I'm going to kind of walk you through this. Now the first page is a little bit easier than some of the other ones, which is why I'm going to kind of go through this with you to make sure that you understand kind of how this works. So up at the top, goal, add a model to your AR scene. Next, you'll learn how to add an AR model to your scene. Create a model and store it as a variable. So example is var model equals model.snail. All right, so it wants us to create a model, so let's just kind of follow that. So we're going to do var model equals, and then we're going to do capital M model dot, and then honestly pick whatever you want it to be. I am going to see, I'll pick a light bulb. All right, so that's the first part. So moving down, add your model to the scene. So we're gonna go back up and read number 2. To add your model to the scene, use scene.add and pass in your variable. Okay, so scene.add, and we're gonna put our model. So scene.add, and then we're gonna put the lowercase m model because that's our variable name. Okay, and then scene.set on start handle and animate your model. So then we're going to do model lowercase dot animate. Now we're going to run our code. We're going to let it augment here, place the light bulb, start the scene, and here you can kind of try whatever you want. If you want to keep running it and try different things, you are more than welcome to do that, but I will meet you on the next page when you are done. Okay, using actions. So the goal is to use actions to control models. You use an action to move, scale, rotate, and fade a model in your scene. So the example here is raincloud.run action, and then dot to move to snail.location, duration 4. So first enter the model that you want to run an action on, then call run action and pass in an action by typing a period and selecting one of the options. Use an action to move the rain cloud to the location of the snail. Try out other actions such as rotate or scale to get a sense on how they work. Okay, so each one of these was set to the model. So the rain cloud is set to the rain cloud model, and snail is set to the same model, the snail model, and they've added them in the scene.add. So now down here we're going to use an action, and we're going to move the rain cloud to the location of the snail. So we're going to go back up and we're going to look at our example up here, and it says raincloud.run. So we're going to do raincloud dot and then run. Okay. And I don't think we want that one, so it's not necessarily the one. So we want one that also has, let's see, run. Oh, okay. So we are going to do this one. Action dot, and we're going to dot, and we're going to move to, here we go. Here's the rest of it. And then the move to is snail dot location, and the duration will be 4. Okay, so that's, I'm gonna assume that's 4 seconds. Let's run it. Okay. So here is our, so we have the rain cloud. Let's put the snail over here. And let's run the scene. the rain cloud is over the snail. Perfect. Okay. Moving on to the next page. So notice that there's a whole bunch of these, okay? So I'm going to go through this one with you. I'm just trying to get you guys an idea on how this works. So you're going to have to do this on the final couple pages. So trigger an event when you get close to a model. A distance event is a notification that your iPad can send you when the physical location of your iPad gets a certain distance from a model. In your AR scene, whenever you receive that event, you can use it to trigger interesting effects in your scene. So the example here is scene.camera.when moth is within 5 centimeters, it's going to do something. So read the code above. It says when the scene's camera gets within 5 centimeters of the moth, run the code inside the braces. Use the code above to create your own distance event. Use the speak API to make the moth say something when you get close to it. And then there's your example for the moth.speak. Okay, so it's added to, so we have the model. It's been saved to the moth variable. It's been added to the scene. And we are going to have a scene.start. So the moth is going to animate and flap in a repeated loop. So we're going to create our distance event. So let's go back up. So we're going to do scene dot, and we're going to find, we're going to find camera dot. That looks like we're going to do when. And let's go back up here. So moth, and that is within 5 dot. We want centimeters. And then we're going to come down here. We're going to have to pop up the keyboard here. We're going to have to add our braces. We're going to hit return so it pops it down there and we have some room to type in our code. And now what do we want to happen? We want the moth to speak. So moth dot, let's find speak, and it looks like it just wants text. And it says, hello there, my friend. And let's run our code and let's see if it works. All right. And let's start the scene. Gotta turn on the volume here. Didn't say anything. I'm gonna try this again.
Hello there, my friend.
There we go. So it doesn't work the first time, try again. Okay. Think you have everything. Next page. It's asking you to do some more stuff down here. So you're going to have to use the animate repeats completion instead of animate. So make sure that you choose the right one. Okay. Making use of the camera. So this is going to kind of have things follow you and you can follow it or run away from things. So just follow the examples. Okay. And then on the final page, you have 3 different ones. You have roses, feet, and touch, and then notice you have the code for each one, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to pick one of these making a scene examples, roses, feet, or touch, okay? And I want you to change it around and make it your own version, okay? Whether that's changing the text, the models, what they look like. You know, obviously you can click on each one here and you can change it to something else. And then the alarm clock will say, and you can just have it do different things, okay? So kind of just go through it and kind of make it your own. And then what I want you to do is I want you to run your code and record your screen and submit the video of your modified scene, okay? Let's just say that there needs to be significant modifications as far as the look and what things are being said, okay? Or actions being done depending on the scene that you choose. It's going to be a very open-ended project, but just show me something different than the 3 things that are built in. Make it your own version, okay? And then like I said, once you're done, post the video and you're good to go.